For 15 years, I had been there. Every basketball game, every parent-teacher conference, every school play, every science fair, rain or shine, work deadlines or illness, I was there. I was the parent who showed up, who stayed late, who cheered the loudest, who quietly handled all the behind-the-scenes stress. I thought my wife appreciated it. I thought she saw the sacrifices I made, the time I gave, the support I offered to our family. I thought we were partners, navigating the chaos of life together. I was wrong. It started subtly. She began making comments about my over-involvement at events, joking in front of friends that I was a stage parent, implying that I was trying to show off. I laughed them off, thinking it was harmless teasing. I wanted to believe that beneath the sarcasm, she respected my dedication. Then came the night that changed everything. It was the last basketball game of the season. I had been there for every game, cheering from the sidelines, organizing snacks, driving the team to away games when necessary. That night, our daughter had a crucial game, the championship, and I arrived early to help set up. She walked in late, smiling, chatting casually with a man I didn't know. At first, I thought he was a parent, a coach, or maybe a family friend. But the way she leaned into him, laughed at his jokes, and touched his arm told me something else entirely. After the game, I asked her who he was. She shrugged. "Oh, he's just a friend," she said lightly. That should have been enough to dismiss it, but something in my gut told me otherwise. I paid attention. I noticed the lingering glances, the small private smiles, the texts she hid under the table. A few days later, I found the proof. Explicit messages, photos, dates planned behind my back. My wife, the woman I had dedicated 15 years of my life to supporting, had been having an affair. And not just any affair, it was with someone close enough to the family that he attended the basketball games, sat near me, and smiled at me as if nothing was happening. I didn't yell. I didn't storm into the house and demand explanations. I didn't make a scene. I had learned long ago that anger without strategy only gives the other person power. Instead, I observed. I documented. I collected evidence quietly, making sure I understood the full extent of the betrayal before taking any action. I talked to a lawyer, prepared for the worst, and began the process of reclaiming my life without losing my dignity. When I finally confronted her, I did it calmly. I showed her the messages, the photos, and the truth she had worked so hard to hide. She didn't cry, didn't beg, didn't apologize. She shrugged. "It's not that serious," she said. "I just wanted some excitement." I felt a mix of disbelief and disgust. 15 years of commitment, of showing up, of being present, and this was her response? Excitement? I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I didn't plead. I simply told her, quietly but firmly, "You've made your choice. I've made mine. I'm done." Walking away wasn't easy. The house, the memories, the family routines, they all weighed heavily. But I realized something important. Betrayal isn't just an act of infidelity. It's a disregard for the years of effort, love, and dedication you've given. And sometimes, the only way to reclaim your life is to remove yourself from the person who no longer respects it. In the months that followed, I focused on myself and my children. I attended games, conferences, and events for them, not for her, not for recognition, but for the people who mattered. And for the first time, I felt free. Free from the manipulation, free from the lies, free from the betrayal that had undermined my life for so long. She reached out occasionally, trying to apologize or explain, but I didn't engage. I realized that closure doesn't come from their words. It comes from your actions, your decisions, and your ability to live with integrity despite their betrayal. Looking back, I'm proud of what I gave over those 15 years, but I'm prouder of what I've reclaimed since. Betrayal can break trust, but it doesn't have to break you. It can be a catalyst for growth, for independence, and for the kind of dignity that no affair can destroy. 15 years of showing up taught me about commitment, but 15 months of walking away taught me about self-respect. And in the end, that lesson was far more valuable than any game, conference, or cheer I ever gave.